Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Salesforce Excellence. In this series of lectures, we are trying to learn and understand the Salesforce platform, how the Salesforce platform is used to build any kind of applications and what are the features. If you have not subscribed to my channel till now, please subscribe and do watch the videos, like the videos and comment. If you have any doubts, anything, if you want to share with me, you can put that in the comment section. Okay. In today's session, we are going to understand about data management in Salesforce. As you know that in today's digital era, how much crucial data is. Data is not just information as of now, because based on data, so many industry trends are predicted. Data analysis can be done. You know, the traditions can be predicted. Decisions can be taken. So much can be done with the help of data. So data is very much important in today's digital era. Okay. So we are going to learn how the data management in Salesforce happens. Okay. What are the tools we use? And already you are well aware that in Salesforce, to store the data, we are using objects. Yes or no? Like again, in those objects, we have two types of objects, standard objects and custom objects. Like standard objects, accounts, contacts, and all those objects, and custom objects, depending on your business requirement, you can create your own custom object. It can be employees or student or HR, any object. Okay. In those objects, we can store the information or data. Okay. Let us try to understand what is data management. In Salesforce, data management deals with importing and exporting the records. It can be from Salesforce to other third-party application or from other application if you want to fetch the data into Salesforce. Okay. So it is a strategy which involves the management of data in the Salesforce database with the help of imports and exports. We can delete and you can update the information. Okay. So in today's session, we are trying to understand how the data can be moved or transferred from Salesforce to other application, and from other application how to bring the data into Salesforce. Okay. So Salesforce offers two main methods for importing the data. Two tools, if you want to make it simple, two tools are used. It can be data import wizard and second one is data loader. So data import wizard we use to import data in common standard objects, like that contacts, leads, accounts, as well as in custom objects. And it can import up to 50,000 records at a time. This is a limitation of, or this is a capacity of data import wizard. Okay. It provides a simple interface to specify the configuration or data source, like from where you are fetching the data, all those things you can configure. Okay. At the same time, you have to map the data. It means whatever the data which is there in the other file, how it is mapped with the field names, the data in the Salesforce objects. Okay. So second tool which we use is data loader. It's a client application that you have to install. It can import up to 150 million records at a time. You can observe the difference. Okay. Anyhow, in the next slide, we are going to see how to choose between these two tools. Okay. Of any data type, either from files or any database connection. And here you can see the difference. We can use this data loader for both import and exporting the data. Okay. Data import wizard we can use only to import the data from external sources into the Salesforce, but we cannot export by using the data import wizard. By using data loader, you can do both. From Salesforce to external source, you can send the data. At the same time, from external source to Salesforce, you can bring the data or fetch the data. Okay. So let us try to understand the difference between these two tools. So when we have to choose which tool, like you have to use the data import wizard when there is a requirement that you have to load less than are equal to 50,000 records only. And the objects you need to import are supported by the wizard. It means this import wizard supports few objects, like few standard objects only, not all standard objects is supported by data import wizard. Like for example, it doesn't support opportunity object or case object. Okay. And if you don't need the import process to be automated, it means I don't say that I want that the data import should happen at a specific time in the night or some other time. I want the automation. So that automation feature is not available in the data import wizard. Manually, you have to do the import. You cannot set some kind of timer, or you cannot say this should be automated at a specific time later. It should happen automatically. That cannot be set in this data import wizard. Coming to the data loader, if you want to store or load more than 50,000 records, up to 150 million records, you can use, if this is your requirement, you can go for data loader. If you want to load more than 150 million, then the Salesforce recommend that you visit the app exchange for a suitable any other partner product. So you need to load into an object that is not supported by data import wizard. Then you can make use of this data loader. For example, I told you opportunities and cases are not supported by data import wizard. In such a case, you can use this data loader. And by using data loader, you can schedule the regular data load such as nightly imports, because in the daytime people or employees will be working on the product. You cannot disturb the work. In such a case, you can configure the data loader to execute automatically during the nights and load the records. This facility is only available in data loader. It's not there in the data import wizard. Okay. So to give you a small demo how to load the data by using data import wizard, we are moving to our application. Before that, let me show you how to load the data. So before you load the data, you have to prepare, or your data should be ready in the CSV format. You can see the file here, right? Already you are all familiar with the CSV format. Okay. Or you can prepare your data in the Excel sheet and you can say save as, and you can choose the format .csv. Okay. And what are these? You can see here: first name, last name, company, phone. It means these are the field names which are available in the Salesforce object. So in this example, in today's demo, I am going to show you how to load the lead records. You can see here Salesforce leads. So first name, last name, these are the field names which are available in the Salesforce lead object. Same names you have to provide, along with that whatever the data that you want to store. So here for the sample purpose, I am taking only 3 records. As I told you, if you are using data import wizard, maximum 50,000 records you can load. Okay. To show you a small demo, I'm making use of this sheet. I'm using only 3 records. Okay. So be ready with your sheet in the CSV format before loading the data. Okay. And then just move to your Salesforce platform, which you are enjoying every day. Now in the quick find box, you have to type data import wizard. You'll see here below the integration, you can see the data import wizard. Okay, so click on that. So once you click on the data import wizard, it will come up with this interface. Okay, now just you can go through and read all the instructions. Right. So here these are the steps which are given. Prepare your data for import. As I told you just now, whatever the data that you want to import, you need to prepare the data in which format? .csv format, comma separated. Okay. So .csv format you have to prepare, and then choose data to import. You have to choose the mapping. It means which field in the CSV file map to which field in the Salesforce object. Okay. And then review and start import. So click on this launch wizard, and I recommend that before doing that, just explore all the options here. Just read it. Okay. So after that, click on Launch Wizard. So once you click on Launch Wizard, you come up with this import your data into Salesforce. You can see here, you can import up to 50,000 records at a time. Clear? Now you can choose here which objects you want to import, which objects data that you want to import. You can choose the standard objects or custom objects. It depends on your requirement. Now for the demo purpose, I'm going to show you how to load the data in the leads standard object. Further, you have to choose this tab standard objects and click on this leads. And you can see here, it is asking you what you want to do. Add the new records, update the existing records, or both. Okay. This is called as insert. This is called as update. And this is called as upsert. Okay. Anyhow, we are going to discuss in detail about this insert and update all these things. Currently, we are going to understand only this add new records because newly I want to create a records in the lead object. So click on this add new records option. Now here, where is your data located? Okay. So click on this CSV. As I told you, your data should be ready in the CSV format. Click on the CSV and then choose the file. Wherever the data is available, choose that file. So I have the data available in the downloads in the CSV format. Select that one, open, and next. You can see here the data is coming here. And at the same time, it is automatically mapping the fields. Okay, your file has been auto mapped to existing Salesforce fields. Read each and every instruction carefully. Okay, so this is the second column you can see here, Salesforce object fields. Okay, the third column, the fields which are available in your CSV file. Okay, automatically it is mapping, or sometimes if you have to map, if you want to change anything, click on the change. You can change the mapping also. Okay, so once it is done, all the fields are mapped, data you can see here, click on next. Review and start import. You can see here mapped 13 fields. So there is no such field which is unmapped. Now you can click on start import. Click OK. So finally, you can see this bulk data load jobs. You can see the batch, view result, records processed. How many records are processed? You can see 3 records. How many, if any record fail, if you are providing any invalid data, in such case it will fail. So here there is no such data, that's why no fail, 0 records fell or failed. And finally, the status is completed. So how to make sure the data is inserted? You know that. So click on this app launcher, type your leads object, click on the leads, and then click here. You can say today's leads. Clear? You can see the created date also. 8/3 March 8, 2025, 3:11 p.m. This is the date on which these records are created. Is everything clear? So in this way, we can load the data from external application into our Salesforce org. So because see, in the previous sessions, while you are creating the object and creating the records, you are creating the records manually, one by one record. If you have a requirement of millions of records, thousands of records, then you cannot do that process manually. Yes or no? But in real time, we don't do that manually. We make use of these kind of tools. Okay. Data import wizard will help you to import the data, and the maximum limit is 50,000 records. Is that clear? And I want all of you to prepare a CSV file, you can try the same example, create 5 to 10 records and then save the file in the CSV format. And by looking at the recording, you can try the same so that your confidence will be built and then you can get more information on how to do the data loading. Is that clear? So thank you very much.